Hi guys, this is Mrs. Anglade. I wanted to just continue with our lesson that we had today of how much is left. So this is what you should be watching before you try to do your homework tonight. So let's take a look at personal pan pizzas. Cade bought 3 frozen pizzas. He ate 1 2/5 pizza. How much pizza was left? So the subtraction problem that we're going to try to solve is 3 minus 1 2/5. So if we were going to use Cuisinart rods, we could use 3 yellows. We could also use 3 oranges. And the reason we could use those is because each of these can be split up into 5 pieces, right? The reason I need 5 pieces is because that's what I want to start by taking away. I need to take away 2/5. Well, I don't have. These are my wholes right now. So I need to make an exchange. I need to make an exchange for 1 whole, and I am going to exchange them for 5/5. So that is what I'm doing right now, as I'm exchanging them for 5/5. So now, every time I make an exchange, I need to rewrite my problem. Okay, so now I don't have 3 wholes, but now I have 2 wholes and 5/5. And from that, I want to take away 1 2/5. Is that possible? Can I take away 1? Let's physically do it. 1 2/5 is taken away. What does that leave? It leaves 1 3/5. Let's see what that looks like as a model. To draw that as a model, and this is what you're going to do when you get to your homework tonight. I'm going to start with 3 wholes. What exchange did I make? I made that 1 whole is 5 pieces. And from those 5 pieces, I want to take away 2/5. And I want to take away this 1 whole. I'm taking away 1 whole and 2/5, leaving 1 whole and 3/5. Okay? The next one, cupcakes. Michaela ordered 2 1/5 cases of cupcakes for her party. All but 2/5 of the cases were eaten. How many cases of cupcakes were eaten? Okay, so I could use again, since I need fifths, I'm going to use my yellow. So here is my 2 1/5. And from that, I want to take away 2/5, right? Problem is, I only have 1/5 to start off with that I can take away from. So what am I going to have to do? I'm going to have to rename 1 whole again as 5/5. Let's do that. So 1 whole becomes 5/5. Okay? So I've made an exchange, so now I need to rewrite. What is it now that I have? I have 1 whole and 6/5. From that, I want to take away 2/5. Is that possible? It sure is. Physically take away 2/5. What does it leave? 1 4/5. What does that look like as a model? 2 1/5. Here's my 1/5. Okay. What did I do? I exchanged it for 5/5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. And now I'm going to take away 2/5. I can circle it too. Another way to show subtraction is to circle and take away, leaving how much left? 1 4/5. Okay. We're going to skip cookies by the dozen for right now. Let's see if we can do popcorn. Popcorn actually requires that we do 2 exchanges. I'm going to go ahead and use my brown because I need 2 3/4. So 2 3/4 is going to look like this, right? My 1/4 are going to be my reds. So here's my 2 3/4. From that, I want to take away 1 7/8, right? Well, the problem is I don't have 8s right now. I have 4s. So right now, my first exchange has to be changing out my 3/4 to be 6/8. What does that look like? It looks like this. I need to trade out, here, I'll show you, my 3/4. I traded out for my 2 whites each, and that's my 6/8. So that was my trade. What do I have to do? Every time I make a trade, I need to rewrite the problem. It's getting a little bit easier. Let's see. It looks like it's getting ready that I can start to take it away. Here's the problem. I need to take away 7/8, and I only have 6/8 to do that, right? So what am I going to have to do? I'm going to have to trade out, right? Trade out. I'm trading out 1 whole for 8/8. 1 whole for 8/8. Let me grab some of my whites. Let's see. There's 3. How many do I need altogether? I need 8, don't I? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry. Okay, let's make sure. Make sure I didn't miscount. Okay, so there's my 8/8, right? So now I need to rewrite. What am I left with? 1 whole. Oh my goodness, look at all those 8s. Whoo-wee! 14 of those, right? Here's 8/8 plus 6 more 8s. 14 all together, okay? Now can I take away 1 and 7/8? Well, let's see. Physically do that. 1 whole, take away, here's 6/8, and here's 1 more 8 taken away. What does that leave? It leaves 7/8 left. What does that look like as a model? 2 3/4. See if you can do it with me. Don't wait for me to do it. You do it. So here's my 3/4, right? Here's 3/4. What's the first exchange that I made? I made 3/4 into 6/8. Do that. There's my 6/8. That's where this comes from. 2 and 6/8. Then what? We exchanged 1 whole for 8/8. Do that right now. How many 8s do I have all together? I have 8/8 here plus 6 more 8s. That's where that 14 8s comes from. And I have 1 whole left. Now what do I want to do? I want to take away 1 whole and 7/8. I like to always take it away from my whole. That's just how I am. Leaving 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8 bag as my answer. Okay, so that should get you started. Now go ahead and take a look at the next video so that you can see how to do it without the Cuisinart rods and just drawing the models. Okay, hopefully that helps. Talk to you later.